This is the Japanese garden here in Moses Lake, Washington. The port of entry is stepping stones to the left, which is lottery with the refuge that they got increments on the stonage. You can apply the services they got. This is a symbolic area where the North Shore has the same emblem. North Shore gets the same emblem that's on the North Shore plotting on Moses Lake and Moses Lake. And you see it on YouTube, Facebook, pretty much. It's implied in their services. How much monument services they got. This is the Japanese garden. It's by the rest haven of USS Arizona, Senator McCain, John F. McCain. John McCain, John F. Kennedy, and tangents of services that they got. Monuments of services they got. And moderated services they got. I'm gonna go looking for beautiful emblems and services that they have. See this beautiful monument they have for Mr. Senator McCain. But you know what? They're not gonna tell you Senator McCain where he's at, where he's about at. You know, it's COVID-19. Senator McCain applied. And his monument of his society. Megan McCain, Roberta McCain, Roberta Brella, Lola Hernandez. The real mother, father, the real mother. I got the real mother. And I also got the real father. The real father, John Hernandez, and Lola Hernandez. Where there were, Mr. Donald Trump's very true. You don't trust snakes, you don't trust baby rattlesnakes, you don't trust the service where you welcome to their house and they bite you. Senator McCain. Very smart man. And then some bamboo services, I see. So he has a bamboo house. You can make bamboo, can razor blades. Goes through razor blades. Potato, lamb, western washed potato. The washed potato, the potato goes to razor blades. Now they got a bamboo. You can make a bamboo house out of razor blades. Now they got a fabrication of so sharp you can cut up the bamboos and make a house out of it. This is an example of what they can do for the arraignment. Then they got the pond, like Quinault. Quinault has it's a historic site. Andy Miller's office, prosecutor 7112 West Okanagan Place, Kennewick, Washington. It's a monument too. But brings it the realistic of USS Arizona back to life. Got some koi. See, this is what we want for Quinault in Kennewick, Washington. Want some koi. Ganja, mumu, mumu, ganja, mumu, ganja. Ganja. Mumu, ganja. There's mumu, ganja. There's a Vok. There's Senator McCain, Roberta McCain. There's Lola Hernandez, John Hernandez, George Washington himself, Abraham Lincoln, the monument. See how the school of fish, these are kois. The mother, the father, the sibling, the grandfather, the great-grandfather, Senator McCain, Mr. Amir Singh Nahar, Kandar, Jasmo, which is Amir's mother at Samron 5 INC Banquet Party Restaurant Bar, and Mr. Senator McCain. Colin Felix Barilla over at the Samron 5. Donald McCain, Ron McCain, Senator McCain, Roberta McCain, Colin. And there's, of course, Liz Cheney, Dick Cheney with the wheelchair, with Roberta, Lola's wheelchair. Senator McCain has the walker, gets the cane, Lola's cane. And there's Andy Miller witnessing it, all the increments, and Mr. Sandy Strawn Dick Cheney, Liz Cheney, and of course, Senator McCain and Roberta McCain. See the voices that they hear, the fish here, the koi, they hear the vibration of the outcome of the... I'm on the coast in San Luis Obispo, which is Santa Barbara Ranch, and that's Ron Reagan administration, and also the Santa Barbara County of ranches, farms, and I paid 18 years in the Farm Bill and apply their services. These school fish, the mommies, daddies, they're going to school. They go to the buffet, which is the Chinese buffet. You can have dairy products, fish products, sushi. You can have fried tiger prawns, jumbo shrimp. And of course, they're going to get vaccinated. That's the incentive. You got to vaccinate them, and you got to give them some incentive. You got to give them some servicing and vaccinating them and take them to the buffet. And there's a school fish. They normally don't do crowd like that. They know it's feeding time. They know it's time to eat. They know it's time to feed. This is feeding time. This is almost noon, but it's about time to feed. These are koi, and this was probably what it looked like in Quinault. See, but Quinault, you have to have the function of a water flow, increments of oxygen, intake oxygen, and moving parts of bacteria from one upper case to a lower case, which is what this is, to make sure the bacteria and then the algae is totally in movement. And you see the packs of the schoolfish from a different angle. You got some carp, which are koi, and they use it as a delicacy. They got a recipe going on. You can catch these carp in Moses Lake and someone's like, see the emblem of the orange enlightenment, because they do buy it by the pound. Again, baby schoolfish, which they're underneath the bridge. You have the mother, father, grandfather. See grandfather and father, and that's a monument, because, India, Amir Singh Nahar, President India, and mother, father, India. Mandeep, Nandu, Kandar, Jasmine, Rami, India. They, over at Jim Logan's house. Grandfather sitting down in the yard at the Mr. Jim Logan, and he's Sunny Farms, Sunset Acres is a big property, which is on Railroad. Railroad is on Sunny Farms. Inside Sunny Farms is a pond just like this, but the real pond where it has natural life, wildlife like deer and white-tailed deer, whitetail, buck, and services that they got. Now Quinault has major increments. Quinault and 712 West Okanagan Place, Quinault and a koi. Andy Miller at CO Benton Watch, 509-735-359. It's online. Andy Miller at CO Benton Watch, online. Fax 509-736-3066. Be like a rest haven, as you can see, monument. But these gates are fenced off to continue on to existing, which were gated up. Privacy. But you had a bunch of children stacking the rocks up. You know, San Ron 5, I say Banker Choir Restaurant. Elementary, middle school students, high school students, master, bachelor degrees. They come back and reflect on their childhood increments of how and what area, what station, what area they're working at, and reflect on increments of their learning their increments of what they had and where they had and what they had and what it coulda, woulda, shoulda had and the way they approach things. You know, attacking people on the sidewalk when they have money, large amounts of money, credit cards, and taking their driver's license and social security lines. And that's COVID-19. I never was sick and never will be sick. And vaccinations are twice a year instead of once a year now. And blood tests are done every month for analyzing data and confiscating for their increments of society of COVID-19. See, that's specialized. See, they're stacking the rocks up. That's a new thing, huh? Stacking the rocks up and organizing, putting things in perspective. Continents, which is 16 nations, 7 continents, 5 oceans. That's 16 continents, 5 oceans, 7 continents, 16 nations, 16 nations in the import-export of the Navy Department. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard. So you got the little implying. They got India, rated number 2. Army, of course, our Air Force and Navy. Saudi Arabia. India. And these internships, these services, medical services. A little organizing going on. Huh? The misuse and what things look like. The Ray and Senator McCain is very open-minded, actually. All the services showing up at the Indian reservations, cultural parks, cruise services, USS Arizona, USS Enterprise, USS Minnesota, USS Los Angeles, USS Chicago, missile cruiser, which is Tomahawk missile cruiser, USS Chicago. And I'm applying their services on Mrs. Vasquez. Miss Vasquez, DOL, Department of Licensing, applying their vast knowledge of increments of providing for the services. A water break. You know, sitting down with Senator McCain, sitting down with mother and father, grandfather, Jim Logan. Jim Logan is Owen Carper Kelso and also Sean Logan, mayor's house. That's Jim Logan's house. See, long before Sean, before he was born, before he was thought of, that's Jim Logan's house. Still Jim Logan's house. See, when they show up on the property, asking who is that? Who's that? Who is that? So you got koi, schools of fish, mother and father, siblings, elementary schools, middle schools, high schools, and also prestigious Harvard, Stanford, and law schools, administration office, arts and crafts, St. Joseph, St. Patrick's Church, that's in Court Street, Greenlee Mall, Chapel Falls, Kennewick Avenue, 314 Kennewick Avenue, which is Chapel Falls in Kennewick. Mueller's Funeral Home, 1401 South Union. Of course, there's a big mama. There's a big mama. Here she comes, big mama, underneath the bridge. See, she runs here's grandma and grandma, grandma and mother, grandma and grandmother. See, they analyzing, collecting data. They're in India, yeah, but they own Washington State because they got siblings and children here. especially in Moses Lake. Especially. You give them Moses Lake emblems, the recognition of Moses Lake, the recognition of the oil refinery, the oil company, India itself, Sunny Farm, Sunset Acres, where it was caught on fire and they realized and put things together, collect information, repair things, and analyze data. Washington State Farm Bureau is at 4011-314-13A. EFT transactions. Oh, they're smarter, quicker, collect information. People try to stop and run a business. They collect information to repair it, collect all the information that they have. It's pretty much a wide variety of what it looks like. And COVID-19 is no joke, especially attacking Felix Bell December 3rd, which is the strike of striking USS Arizona on December 3rd. And then September 27th, after September 11th, 2001, reenactments of services, attacking me on the sidewalk with money, laptops, Microsoft programs, 7, 8, 9, 10 tablets, notepads, tabs, notepads. Samsung 7, 8, 9, 10s. They exploded, so they did a Verizon increments for their services for repairing and implementing their damages. That's Amir Singh Nahar, Salmon 5 INC, Andy Miller, prosecutor, Washington State. Federal Courthouse, Mr. Sackman, Country Financial, Opal Bank, US Bank, Chase Bank, Key Bank, Bank of America. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Andy Miller, I see you by Washington. Coming to you live. It's beautiful.